Hey everybody, I'm MrSebbelonien. This is my leveling guide from level 1 to level 50. Let's go. And in this guide, I will show you one of the fastest way to get to around level 50. The whole idea of this is that you only have to do the dungeons. Now, you actually have to grind for a bit before you can start with the dungeons, but it doesn't take too long. I recommend this guide for the players who already have a level 75, since this kind of ruins the whole experience of Wynncraft. And you should also be kind of familiar with the dungeons, and I also recommend being fairly good at killing the bosses, as that will be the hardest part of this. If you're not experienced with dungeons, which I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, I do have guides for them, and the links to them are right here on the screen. You can just click on any of them you want. Take your time. To prove this guide is a valid option, I tried it out myself. It ended up taking roughly 11 hours, which isn't too bad. I recorded it over 3 days and just watched YouTube videos and other things while I was doing the dungeons. And the best thing about this type of farming is that you get into a specific rhythm. You don't have to focus too much on the game. You can just sit back, relax, and do something else at the same time. So that covers everything that you need to know before you start this guide. I suggest we get started. The first few levels you'll have to farm the normal way, not too difficult, and you'll have to do this until about level 11, 11 and a half, and I'll explain later why 11.5 or 11 and a half is so perfect. Anyway, let's continue. You should know how to get to level 11.5, no problem, but in case you don't, here are some of the best spots. You can also do some quests if you'd like, but I just think it's a waste of time really. You can of course do any quest you want during the time you follow this guide, but it is in no way necessary. Keep in mind that you have to save every single emerald you get, as they are a crucial part of this guide. You will need them to buy the keys, and if you don't have any emeralds, no keys and then no guide, and yeah. Once you've reached level 11.5 or 11, whatever, I don't give a shit. You're gonna start with the easiest dungeon of them all, the skeleton dungeon. First things first, you have to get some keys, and that can be done in 2 ways. The first way of getting them is as a drop from the mobs nearby. That doesn't happen very often, so I suggest you do it the second way, by buying them. These keys cost 20 emeralds each, and you can buy the keys near the dungeon, but also on the Emerald Trail, it's called Trail, near the Nivla Forest. You'll need 18 keys to get yourself to the required level, which is also 18, to move on to the next dungeon. At first, I only bought 9 keys and I used all of them, like, at the same time. No, I didn't. But I used 9 of them, and then when I was done with that, I used the money that I got from the drop to buy 9 more, so I had 18. So once again, when you're finished with this dungeon, you should be at least level 18, and you should have 18 spider keys. If you're level 11.5, it gives you the exact amount of XP to get to level 18. At 11.5, the boss might be difficult, but fear not! I have amassed a tactic of how to defeat him. It's kind of genius, really, if you think about it. Okay, so now you're level 18. Great. It's time to move on to the next dungeon, which is the spider dungeon. Personally, I hate this one. Why? Well, because of the webs, the spiders, the parkour, the darkness. I hate everything about it! And at this point you might actually die, and then you'll need to buy more keys. You can either do the skeleton dungeon again and get more spider keys that way, or simply buy them. It's your choice. The key merchant is located on the other side of the Nivla forest. Anyway, when you're done with this dungeon, you should be level 28. This boss is kinda difficult, and therefore I found an MLG way of killing him, which works every damn time. Man, I'm so good at this game. Now you're level 28 and more than halfway through this guide. It is time for you to put your parkour shoes on because we're going to the animal dungeon. This one is a little bit tricky because you have to be really quick when you click. You have to be really quick when you click. When you clickety clack and a clue, it clickety clackety clackety clue. Oh man, I should be a poet. You have to be really quick when you click. By MrSebbelonien. When you clickety clackety clue. Clickety clackety clickety. Thank you very much. Anyway, you should be really quick when you press these buttons. It is easier if you're more than one, but it is still doable if you're alone. Once you pass this part, we have this shitty ass parkour. I hate it with all my heart, but it has to be done. My advice is that you chill and just play it safe. You'll most likely die in this dungeon. Not that the mobs are very dangerous, but the boss is so damn difficult. He teleports and get all his HP back, which is bullshit. And if you die, you can always buy more keys just across the lake below the bridge. The targeted level here is 34. I died a couple times doing this one and I had to buy more keys. This resulted in that I did the dungeon 19 times and got 19 keys when I was done with it. So you need to do this dungeon 19 times to get to level 34. If you have any trouble with the boss, just hide behind a pillar and slowly kill him. Her. It. I don't even know anymore. You're doing great if you got this far. Maybe you raged a bit on the way, but hey, that doesn't matter. This is a zombie dungeon, and I actually consider it to be one of the easier dungeons. That's right, parkour is not too bad, and the boss is actually quite easy if handled right. By the way, do you remember how I said that you don't have to do any quests? Well, that's not really true. If you want to be able to buy the zombie key, you have to do the gravedigger quest in order to buy the key. But it's not too bad, so it shouldn't be a problem. When I did this dungeon, I got to level 41. This might seem a little bit crazy, but the reason for it is that I had double XP on my server, which was kinda lucky. If you don't have double XP, you'll have to settle for a lower level, which isn't a catastrophe, but the Silverfish dungeon might be a little bit harder in that case. You could also buy more keys and just do the zombie dungeon for as many times as you wish, but after level 40 it gets slow, so I don't suggest going much further than that.
This is the Silverfish dungeon, the most hardcore MLG, breathtaking, amazing, and awesome dungeon of all time.
Not really, to be honest. At this point, you should have around 18 to 20 keys, which should be enough for you to get to about level 45. This is as far as I wanted to go, but if you want to, you can go to level 50 here. I must warn you though, it will get very slow, like really very super duper mega slow once you go above level 45. This dungeon isn't too hard once you get the hang of it though.
Shut up and sit down.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
So I was with my friend today and we made this bomb. We had to cook the sugar with this stuff so it's brown. I mixed it all with a spoon and some parts hardened on the spoon. After the bomb was done, the spoon was still lying around there. So I was like, hey yo dude, let's set this shit on fire. Note, we are still in my fucking kitchen. I set it on fire, the spoon starts burning with a huge flame, and my whole kitchen is full with smoke. I am like, what the fuck? So what I do is take our vacuum cleaner and start vacuuming the air like an idiot. GG. There you go guys, finally a leveling guide which you've been requesting like crazy. I'll make more guides for the higher levels as soon as I get time for it. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments. Last of all, I just want to thank you guys for all the support. You're truly, truly amazing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to my videos, also make sure to subscribe. I'll be making a lot more Wynncraft videos, but also minigames in Minecraft and other games. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was a leveling guide for level 1 to 50. I'm MrSebbelonien. Peace out!